going to do to help?
When a dog is having a seizure, there are a few things that you can do to help keep them safe and to minimise complications. Ideally, you would carry out the following, and a friend or another person that might be with you will contact the vet.
Avoid moving the dog unless they are at a serious risk. This is because moving stimulates them and there is a high chance you will be bitten. If you have to move them, then get good control of their head. The best thing would be to leave them where they are and to make the area safe using towels and cushions. You need to remove all stimulus, so make it dark and keep it quiet. Reassuring the dog, even with a calming voice, can act as a stimulus, so stay silent. Make any phone calls to the vet in a different room away from the dog. Make sure other dogs are kept away from the seizuring dog. There is a risk that they may attack. True or false? Overheating can be the main reason your dog suffers brain damage, breathing difficulties and death.
True. As dogs seizure, they generate lots of heat. Sometimes we use the terminology shake and bake. So their body temperature is going to go up and up and up, 39, 40, 41, 42 degrees, etc., etc. When that happens, the body starts to suffer with the following: brain damage and potentially multi-organ failure. So you need to cool them down and keep them cool. And where are you going? The feet. Don't forget, use your surgical spirit ideally on those pads, or tepid water all over the pads again. Get the windows open, get a fan on them, make every attempt possible to keep them cool.
Research has shown that placing an ice pack on the middle of your dog's back, not the neck and not too far down towards the hips, can not only cool the dog down, but it can help to slow or sometimes stop the seizure. Place it firmly on their back, preferably with a towel between the skin and the ice pack.
Don't forget to rub honey or jam onto the gums of those dogs that you think are seizuring due to hypoglycemia, so that's low blood sugar. But be careful, they are more likely to bite you whilst they're having a seizure. So, be very careful when you're going around their mouth and performing this procedure.
It should take just seconds to make the environment safe for the dog, at which point you will then call your vet, unless someone else has been able to call them on your behalf. Make sure to time the seizures so that your vet can decide what they would like you to do next. Thankfully, the majority of seizures last just 1 to 2 minutes and the dog will make a good recovery within a couple of hours. If this is the dog's first fit and it has been short and they make a quick full recovery, your vet may advise a checkup the following day, allowing the dog time to fully recover. Travelling too soon after a seizure has finished can trigger further seizures. If the fit is becoming very prolonged or the dog is having one fit after the other, your vet is likely to advise you to travel to the clinic immediately.
Ingestion of a toxin often causes very prolonged fits, ones that will not stop without medical intervention. Fits that are going on for longer than 5 minutes, or fits where a dog has one fit, doesn't have time to recover and starts seizuring once again. The term we give that is Statusepilepticus, a really, really concerning time. So these dogs need to get to a vet ASAP. Always contact your vet first and make sure it's the correct thing to do and have all the information about the toxin to hand. Don't forget, you've still got to remove all the stimulus that you might think may cause them to fit harder, so make it dark, make it quiet, and keep those pooches cool.
If the seizure happens when you're out on a walk, make sure the dog's collar and lead aren't becoming too tight around their neck. Do not drop the lead, as when they recover, they may be disorientated and run off. Equally, you may need to carefully clip the lead back on if they are off lead. You don't want them to run and be at risk of further injury.